Happy lunch hour, gang. Okay, another learning experience for people to watch. As I'm sitting here, it's pouring rain in Tennessee. I bet you the folks in Texas wish they were getting what I'm getting right now. If you paid attention to the news here in the last few days, you will know about all these wildfires that are running rampant in Texas. And I mean, to give you the idea of how big they are, think the second largest wildfire in U.S. history. Okay, give you this. The largest fire, the Smokehouse Creek fire, right now has burned more than 780 square miles, not acres, miles. Think about how big that is, okay? You got extremely dry conditions. You have 60-mile-an-hour winds. You have the fires which are 0% contained, and you take a look at the fire departments, and the fire departments are like, we have to retreat, we can't handle this. Okay. Now, of course you'll get all the mental midgets out there who go, climate change, climate change, climate change. No, that has nothing to do with it. Okay, obviously I don't know what the cause of the fire is, whether it was a lightning strike or somebody throwing a cigarette out of a car window. I have no idea. Okay. But the important part of all of this is that we learn from this. Now, as I've said a million times, maybe this video means absolutely nothing to you. If it doesn't, okay, fine. Then shut it off. You don't live in an area where something's going to burn. I'd like to know where that is because, well, we see cities have fires in them, everything as well. Okay. But a lot of us on this, at least who watch this channel, live out in rural areas. Okay. Which means we have dry brush, we have trees, we have all sorts of fuel for a fire. I've told you guys many times the two things that would cause me to bug out are the Chinese coming over the hill or the forest going up on fire. Here we go. Okay. So, let's talk about a few things here that you should have a plan for. All right. And first, let's say everybody's home. There's the first catch. All right. This fire is 0% contained. It is encircling towns. As of last I've seen, about 40 houses have already been destroyed. Again, we're out in rural area, Panhandle, Texas, outside of Amarillo for the most part here. Okay. 440 homes destroyed. Well, if the fire's encircling you, you have nowhere to go. You're stuck, and all it's doing is coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in. Hence, when you have something like this, the first thing you should do is GTFO, okay? Get out. There's nothing in your house that is not replaceable, okay? Granted, somebody would say, well, I've got heirloom pictures or something. Take it with you. There's the first thing. Anything that you absolutely cannot lose should be in your ready-to-go bag. Let's put it that way. Again, going back to what I talked about a couple of months ago. Can you get out of your house in 2 minutes? Right now, all the roads are closed. You can't leave. You should be gone. There's the first thing. If there's something that's potentially coming your way that is devastating like this, you need to be gone. You are not replaceable. Your car, your furniture, your house, your preps, whatever, that's all replaceable. You, your kids, your dogs, no. All right. So first thing there is get out. If you weren't, okay, what are your options? First thing you need to do, soak everything down. I don't care about your water bill, anything. Get out there and hoses running non-stop on the perimeters of your property, or at least, hell, if you got 200 acres, you're not doing this, but at least around your house, soaking wet to the point where it's drenched, where it looks like you got a swamp in your backyard. That will help, all right? Fire breaks. Clear anything that's combustible, all right? Get rid of this stuff. I'm not saying go out and dig yourself a trench or whatever. That's not possible for most people. But, Get away from your stack of firewood. Your fuel or whatever, get that away from where the fire would be coming first. That should be inside your perimeters. Okay. Do you have your hoses ready? Do you have fire extinguishers ready? Anything possible that you can do. Get out with a lawnmower, if you will, and scalp a area around a circle around your house to keep that grass from burning. Okay. Fire can jump. Yes, I'll give you this, but don't make it easy. All right. If the fire's got to jump, make it jump. But if you put a brake in there, it's a lot easier or a lot harder for the fire to go through a fire break than it is to just steamroll right on through with more fuel to burn. Okay. This goes back into the other points of how do you protect things. Talk about a fireproof safe. Great, fireproof safe is good. Most of them are rated to keep the safe from melting, if you will, for 30 minutes, maybe an hour or something thereabouts. Okay, if your house goes, that's it. This is why you need to have an evacuation plan. Now, let's say it's the middle of Wednesday, it's lunch, and all of a sudden you get an evac order at home. Well, maybe your spouse is at work, maybe your kids are at school. What is the plan? You should have that plan already made. In case of a situation like this, here is point A, point B, and point C where we are going to meet. Okay? And obviously somewhere safe. Now, you all know the drills from when you're a kid. If the house ever catches on fire, everybody meets at the mailbox or something. A fire like this, don't worry about your mailbox. That'll be gone 30 seconds after your house is gone. Okay? You need to have that place. Everybody meets at the kids' school first. The kids know that. Mom knows that. Dad knows that. Grandma and grandpa know that. Whatever. And that's the first place. Why you have to have a B and a C? What happens if the school gets an evac order too? Where's everybody go? Oh, now we meet at the grocery store at the corner of 3rd and Main or whatever. Well, what if the grocery store went up? This is why you have to have backups to backups to backups. Okay? Somebody will go to point 1. You can't go any further. The school's already burned down. Kids have all been evacuated. Great. Where did the kids go? Mom picks them up. Dad picks them up, however it is, from wherever they are. And then we all go meet at that particular place. That's how you end up surviving stuff like this. Then, of course, what happens next? You don't have a house to go back to. So now you need to find somewhere that you can go to be safe. Here's your idea. Somehow figure out your way behind the fire. Okay? Doesn't do you any good if the fire is heading east and you go get a hotel room in the next town that's 5 miles east. Because tomorrow morning, you're doing it again because now that hotel is at risk of burning down. What did I say? 780 square miles? That's big. Okay. Try to do something to get yourself behind it. The fire's going east, go west. Get away from it. The whole idea here, guys, is to learn to be safe and how to survive stuff like this, to have a plan already made before you get into a scenario like this, because if you don't, that's how you end up dead.